What about
when
them?
small children, they experience things and they
Yeah,
really
they're
very
experiencing.
distressed while because of what happened to them. They did not really decide to.
No, you didn't really decide to do what you're doing either. This is all unconscious. That's what vasanas mean. And children come in with, the reason they're children is because what? They've got a load of vasanas from what? Previous actions. They've already got the karma is already set up in the causal body from their previous birth. Nobody comes here with nothing. Nobody comes here innocent. If you look at every child, they've got tendencies in them. One child becomes this, another child becomes that. Just let them go and watch them, and they all gravitate toward different things, owing to what? The tendencies that are left over from their past actions. Understand? So, I'm not doing these actions because these actions that have produced bad results because I'm conscious. If I was conscious and knew what I was doing, I wouldn't do those actions, and I would only get the good results, only the results that I wanted. But the fact is that because of my suffering, I'm ignorant of the results of my actions. I'm too neurotic, I'm too unsettled. So I do actions that produce negative results. And those negative results come back to me in the form of what? A dissatisfied life. I'm not getting what I want. Nobody loves me. I don't have any money. I don't have any power. Blah, 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 blah. All the things that we complain about. And everybody's got their complaints. It could be, we all want what? More of what we want, less of what we don't want. We want better than what we got. And we want things different. So it's either more, better, or different. It means what? We're not satisfied with what we're getting. And that's what's causing the emotions. Not stuff that happened in the past. There is no past. There's only now and your actions, and those actions are producing results. The past appears as those tendencies in you right now to act. But none of it is directly causally related to anything. See? To understand this clearly. It's really important to understand this because you're the master or mistress of your destiny if you understand yoga, if you understand karma yoga. You can control and create the kind of life you want if you understand this. Now the purpose, Now, why would Krishna teach this to Arjuna now at this point? Well, because Arjuna didn't understand that he's whole and complete. If he understood that he's whole and complete and who he was, the teaching's over. But he doesn't understand he doesn't understand that he's whole and complete. So where does that understanding take place? In his subtle body, in his intellect. The subtle body has an intellect, it has a thinking function, it has an emotional function, and it has a doing function. It's a doer, it's a thinker, and it's a feeler. That's what the subtle body did. So this is where he's going to understand that he's this. As this, he doesn't need the knowledge, because this already knows what it is. But he doesn't understand that he is this. And he doesn't understand what it means to be awareness. So, and the reason he doesn't understand, and what's the reason he doesn't understand? Because his mind is disturbed. His vasanas are disturbing him. In this case, what is the vasana? It's a very interesting vasana. Compassion. That's called sattva guna. The reason they're telling that is that compassion is just as much of a problem as rajas and tamas in certain situations. You can get yourself into just as big a mess because you're sentimental and sympathetic and empathetic and so forth and so on as you can if you're angry or aggressive or dull or depressed. It doesn't matter. Oh, no, see, we're all supposed to be loving and kissing and hugging, and everybody's supposed to tell me, no. No, it's not like that. So his mind is disturbed because of his vasanas, his predominant vasana. He's got a lot of rajas. And he's got this sattva, this sympathy, and that sympathy is not appropriate in this situation. It's adharmic. It's not appropriate to the situation. Dharma means appropriate response. That's one meaning of dharma. There are many meanings. We'll cover the meanings of dharma. So, he's not, means what? Reality is asking you to respond every minute, isn't it? In fact, what is life but stimulus and response? Things come into you from what? From the outside, right? And you have, from whatever's in you, you respond back to life. That's life. It's going on all the time. Stimuli are coming in, you're responding. I say these words, you think. I say other words, you think. Right? You listen, you think. It creates karma. This is continual what? Stimulus and response that's happening all the time in life. Now, his mind is disturbed because of this stimulus response mechanism is driven by his vasana. It isn't just natural. He doesn't really have time to think about it. He didn't sit down and think about it because he didn't have self-knowledge. And he was emotional in that particular situation. So why does he need karma yoga? So that he can get the knowledge. Now how does that work? Karma yoga removes the vasanas that what? That disturb the mind and prevent it from understanding. So karma yoga, what is it? Neutralizes your vasanas, your likes and your dislikes. It renders them impotent. And when that happens, then the mind becomes peaceful. The mind is no longer extroverted. Remember, we said, when you're driven by your vasanas, you're just extroverted. Go stand on the street and just watch people for a while. It's like inside them there's a machine that's making them look. And it's like a monkey or a bird. Have you ever seen birds? Birds never sit still. Even when their bodies are sitting still, they're looking around at things. Their eyes are darting around. They're always busy. It's like you see that, you think, why is this person moving his head? I saw this guy the other day. Even when he's smoking, his body is just dancing and acting on his own, and he's not even aware. His leg is shaking, and the cigarettes are coming, and the smoke is going in, and he's talking, and things are happening in the environment, and all. He's driven, driven by these vasanas. Now, how are you going to understand anything when your mind's disturbed like that? Or when your mind is dull, when it's... Tell me. You're not going to understand anything. So karma yoga takes care of this agitation and this dullness that's preventing us from understanding who we are. That's what it's about. That's our therapy. We don't need to delve into the past and go into all that sort of thing. Right now, here, every minute, there's some impulse. I've got my desires. My vasanas are operating. My desires are operating. I'm doing action. Now, the question is, what can I do to sort this problem out? The problem is karma. The answer is karma yoga.